Okay, the purpose of this video is to show you generally how breakout rooms work. If you're more interested in using the breakout rooms specifically to help 1, 2, 3 students who need extra help, that's how I mainly use breakout rooms. That's a separate topic and I have a separate video about that, so please look for that or contact me. However, this is more just generally how to use breakout rooms to split your students into different groups and how to deal with that and how it works. Now, if you're going to start breakout rooms, right now I have this pane open so you can see the guests. This is me 3 times as the host with my Chromebook and with my phone so I can show you how to do the breakout rooms. If I took participants down, you would see the breakout rooms down here on the toolbar. But if you have anything else open, like the participants pane or chat, then you'll just see the more, and you'll have to click on that to get to breakout rooms. Now, assign manually is a lot more difficult, and this is what I do in the other video when I make a breakout room just to help 1 or 2 or 3 students on a separate Chromebook while I stay in the main session on my laptop. Again, separate video. You could use this to manually move the students. It's a lot easier if you just assign them automatically. We'll talk about this option later. Okay, and how many breakout rooms do you want to create? You want to create 1, 2, whatever it is you're breaking your groups into. So let's do create. And right now, since there's only myself and 2 other users, it's pretty obvious. But before you actually open the rooms and create them, this is sort of the rough draft, and this is your opportunity to say, you'll have longer lists, of course, because you'll have your whole class here, and you might say, well, I don't really want, Mary next to John. They shouldn't be in the same room. So you can click move and put that person into the different room. So right now, I just moved my Chromebook, and they're both in room 2, and room 1 is empty. I might move my phone back to room 1, so you can kind of move people around then, and then you open up the rooms, and the people will get. Right now on my Chromebook and on my phone, I'm being asked to join the room. They do have to click join. If they refuse to join, they won't go in. I don't believe there's a way to force them to join other than for you to get on Zoom and say, you didn't join the breakout room, please do it now, we're waiting for you, and then your groups will form. So right now, my Chromebook is in room 2, and I'm looking over here, there's no one else in room 2, and my phone is in room 1, and my laptop, as the host, I'm still in the main room, empty. There's no one else in the main room with me. This window just kind of stays open while you're doing this. You have the ability to broadcast a message, like a chat, to everyone. So if you need to kind of tell everyone, okay, wrap it up in 3 minutes, I'm going to close the breakout rooms, you can do that. Closing the breakout rooms. If you click close the breakout rooms, they get a timer. That timer will kick them out of the room when it comes down to 0. By default, I believe it's set to 60 seconds. I changed that. I prefer it to be 10 seconds because I don't necessarily want them hanging out in the room for a full minute when I've decided it's time to end the rooms. And I'll show you how to change that in a second. So now I'm going to close the breakout rooms. And you see the message. They're given 10 seconds because I changed that setting. And on their screens, they have the ability to just choose to go back to the main session now. If they don't, they will be automatically brought, which is what is happening now. Everyone's being automatically brought back. And so here we are back in the main session. I can close this if I'm done with it. I'm going to open the rooms again, though. Before I open the rooms, let me show you the options. Now, this is a weird place for these options. It's not over in the other main settings of Zoom. So this is where you have some of the options. You could allow participants to choose their room. A lot of people want to do this, and you can name the rooms. Right now, I named them room 1 and room 2, but you might name them, group work room, talking aloud. You might have another one that says quiet room. You might do a third room that says talk to our paraprofessional in this room for extra help or whatever. You can, and then students can kind of move themselves from room to room if you turn this option on. Allow participants to return to main session at any time. That's up to you whether you want that on or off. Automatically move all assigned participants into breakout rooms. Oh, I didn't know that option was there. So I take back what I said earlier. You can apparently force them into the breakout rooms. I never did that before. Breakout rooms can close automatically after a certain amount of time if you have that on, and you can have a notify me. The countdown after closing the breakout rooms, this is the one I reset to 10. I think it's set to 60 automatically. To me, 60 is too long. I don't like that. This setting, whatever you change here, every time I come back in, it seems to be still set on what I changed it to. So just be aware, if you change this to 10 seconds, it will be 10 seconds. Okay, I'm going to open the breakout rooms again. Now, the rooms, now let's see. That, I'm going to join the room, and my phone was forced to join the room. That was interesting. My Chromebook was not forced to join the room, but my phone was forced to join the room. So I don't know if this is something that Zoom's still working on. Now, as the host, you can choose to join any of your breakout rooms. So right now, let me go into the breakout room that has my phone. Yes, join the breakout room. So now I'm in the breakout room with my phone. I'm looking at my phone. You can't, well, you see here, but anyway, there's two of us in this breakout room now. So that's how that works. And as the host, if I want to get out of that breakout room, I come back to breakout. Oh, I can hit leave room here. I guess that's the main way to do it. I wonder if I were to click join on this one, it would just kind of move me from one to the other, which is what it does, joining room 2. And now as the host, you can kind of pop in to different rooms. I'm going to make one last comment, and that is that it's a good idea, you know, anytime I talk about breakout rooms with teachers, they say, I don't want kids in a breakout room without me, or will my supervisor not like that? And that's up to you and your supervisor to check out. But I will say it is highly recommended that you use more than one device. Like I'm doing. I got my phone, I've got a Chromebook, and I've got my main laptop here. So I've got all three devices. And as I join as a participant on my Chromebook, every period I join as a participant on my Chromebook. Not on my phone. I'm only using my phone now to show this example to you guys. But generally, I recommend joining, if you're going to do breakout rooms, be in your various breakout rooms at the same time. That alleviates the problem of like, well, my students are unsupervised in a room. So that is, that's the end of this video about breakout rooms.